I was telling Trav before we got on a little bit about shout out, no free shout out. Shouting out the simple things in life. Could be big, could be small. Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll start around the room, and then we'll get to the shout out, no free shout out, and we'll get you out of here, brother.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mitch, yeah, I know you got a shout out, no free shout out.
Let me find it. Okay, this kind of has to do with being at Bonnaroo this past weekend. I think I actually
They're shirtless.
I already did this one.
Say it again.
Just watching people play live music.
That's amazing. Real quick before you finish, though, Shout Out No Free Shout Out is presented by Duke Cannon. It's the off season. That means it's time to elevate your game by working harder and smelling better with your friends from Duke Cannon. Throw away your old body wash and deodorant because you smell like a JV locker room. Upgrade to Duke Cannon for a varsity level grooming routine. Duke Cannon scents are elite, and their products are made for hard-working dudes.
Dude.
As always, the boys got a special code
so much fun, man.
for the Tier 1s.
That's awesome.
Code Tier 1 on DukeCannon.com for 15% off your first order. Duke Cannon, work harder, smell better. All right, Mitch, what were you going to say?
All right, so you gave me time to think. But like I went to a couple like EDM shows over the weekend, and just kind of seeing everybody in unison, like dancing in their own world. Like whether they're like wrist flicking or like just bobbing their head, it's kind of like cool. Like everybody's enjoying the same thing at the same moment, but in their own way. Yeah. And it's just kind of like you just look around like, oh, everybody's kind of just rocking to it, and it's just kind of a cool little like, oh, this is dope. We're all in this together.
Shout out drugs, dude. That's awesome.
Who's the best EDM you saw?
Knock 2.
Nice.
Knock 2 was sick.
That is. That nice was.
I thought I was in the house world, man.
No, I mean he's somebody I've never heard of before. He
just have to catch up on that one.
Was going insanely hard.
That's a good one. That's nice.
Sweet.
Who's your guy? Who do you
Fisher, big Dom Dollar fan.
Do you like Fred again?
Dude.
Did you watch his
legit?
Did you watch him on Sunday?
No, I didn't. I missed it. I should have went. I was blacked out.
Yeah.
That's what Troubadour does to you.
What you got,
not
Jack?
been a Troubadour yet.
Dude.
I heard it's nasty.
My shout out, we're all a bunch of like big dudes. We run hot, and my shout out goes to, especially in the summer, when you get into your car and the AC doesn't take a long time to get going. So like when it's like 90 out and you get the first 5 minutes, your ass is sweating, your back sticking to the chair. It's horrible. Yesterday when we were leaving Titan U, it was pretty overcast. It was like a smooth 80. We got in Sherm's car, and like in a minute, that AC was pumping. And that to me is a special moment. You don't have to worry about your ass sweating,
yes,
the back sweating. So shout out to when the AC is just working like it should.
That's a good shout out, Jack.
That is good.
Sherm.
What up, boys?
Hattie.
Hey, shout out, no free shout out. Star Wars: The Acolyte, new Star Wars show. It's really divisive. It's getting a ton of shit on the internet. I like it. In the most recent episode 4, has a huge cliffhanger. It's like super dark and moody. It's cool.
All right.
Nice shout out.
The love.
G.
I'm going to keep it in that realm. I just watched Inside Out 1 last night for the first time. So my shout out, no free shout out, goes to those animated movies that just hit you deep.
God bless, dude.
I stayed up late. I was thinking, like, there's some lessons to learn in that movie. So I'm going to go see 2 on Sunday, and I'll report back next week.
I'm terrified to see 2. That's a great
JP
shout out.
saw it and said all he said was, like, I can't wait for you to see it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So shout out Inside Out.
Man.
Trav.
Man.
You want to
shout out, free shout out?
Yeah, get your shout out, man.
Yeah, let's go, me. Let's hear it.
Right. You know I love Costco, but I'm not getting
This dude, man.
That's a good.
So
that could be a good
fucking
shout out.
funny. Just bulk ordering.
Shout out, no free shout out to all the plumbers out there.
Okay.
Right, all the plumbers out there that just work really hard cleaning those pipes. That's just some shit that I just do not want to deal with being a homeowner. So, all the plumbers, shout out to you.
Shout out being a homeowner, dude. That's solid.
Understood the lesson. Let's go. Or the assignment.
Fucking damn it.
Yeah. Don't be hard on myself.
I don't get it.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
If you want to go last, you can.
Yeah, you guys got it.
Go ahead. Because I don't know either.
All right. Shout out, no free shout out to putting your boys on game. on a little trick. Will and I on Father's Day, we went to go see the new Planet of the Apes movie.
Ooh.
Incredible.
And popcorn's always a necessity when you go to the movies. But I've been doing something for a while. Back when I used to chew, is I would get one of those water cups and you'd spit into it.
Mhm.
But then the movie theaters come out with those little seasonings, the cheddar, the ranch, kind of spicing up your popcorn. And everyone who knows me knows I'm a big seasoning, big sauce guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I've established that when you put the seasoning on there, it doesn't, you get it for a little bit and then it kind of goes away and then you're out of seasoning. Now your popcorn is just regular popcorn. You miss the exotic popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is I scoop in the water cup popcorn and then I season to my liking and eat it from there. We sat there. I told Will about this thing. We're watching previews. Will does it a couple times and he gives me the lean over and he goes, "Hey, this is a good idea. I kind of like this."
I'm fucking with
And
this.
that moment you put your boy on something and then he like just recognizes that it was a good deal. It just makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. So shout out, no free shout out to putting boys on game.
That's a good one.
Thanks, man.
I still don't know mine. Do you have one?
God
No.
bless.
Dude, shout out, free shout out. No,
Oh.
what is it?
Shout out, no free shout out.
Shout out, no free shout out. The local breweries, coffee. This thing was fucking delicious.
The local
Ethan
coffee
Rose.
shops. Let's go. Shout out to
but
Ethan
both,
Rose.
but both. If you're brewing coffee, if you're brewing beer, shout out to the locals, man. Trying to make it big.
Nice.
That's a good one. That's a solid one.
Still don't know what mine is.
Just pull something out of your ass, brother.
You know what I've enjoyed is coming across, I don't know the brand name, but fortunately it is no free shout outs. But when we were down in Destin, I really didn't want to risk wearing my my cotton shirts to the beach just because of all the sweat. And there are these moisture wicking. I had to find the material, but they got like the SPF on them. Some of the new age stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But coming across those and wearing those shirts, and like, again, he was talking about sweating your ass off, like the low back sweat and everything else. Like when you're sitting at the beach, obviously I'm not wearing a shirt the whole time, but by the time you get there, you're sweating because you got the long walk on those, on the, what is it? The little piers.
Yeah.
To get out to the beach. Yeah. The boardwalk. And so coming across those shirts kind of changed my whole perspective on shit, really.
Shout out new technology and shirts.
Yeah. There we go. Shout out, no free shout out to new technology and shirts.
I love it, Bob. What do we think?
Fun pod.
Great pod. We
Dude.
appreciate you coming, dude. It has been.
I had
man.
to.
We've been moving around quite a bit.
I had to, and I'm gonna be moving around even more, man. But glad I got to come
Is your
jump on the
schedule
fucking
just
bus,
packed up
boys.
for the next month?
Yeah, I'm locked in, doing some stuff with Hollywood, and I'll be overseas a little bit, having some fun, and from there it's on a popping with football, baby.
Hang on. Doing some stuff with Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm jumping in the TV world, man.
Yeah,
Let's
what
go.
you
Got a
got
show,
cooking?
got a show coming out on FX called Grotesquerie. It's like a kind of mystery horror. And I'm just gonna dive into the acting world a little bit, man.
No shit.
That is awesome.
Yeah, there's gonna be some fun stuff, man. So I'm excited about that. I did a game show called Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? It's a playoff. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Mhm.
Basically asking a whole bunch of celebrities and just whoever the contestant is about questions from like ranging from first to fifth grade and shit. So
And you're the host?
yeah, I'm hosting it. So
That's
Look
awesome.
at you.
had our guy
bro.
Ryan Fitzpatrick on there
Yeah.
fucking around. Yeah, it was a fun deal, man. So I'm excited about those two things. But
That's awesome.